week 9 here on GenderBlenders. Something around that. And we're talking about passing tips and tricks. So I can't pass worth a damn, so I was really excited about this week's videos. And everyone's fab, as always. So I can only really talk about, like, little things that I notice, and other people might have brought this up, but I just wanna, what I think. First of all, a general statement that it's all in how you work it. I know guys that have really big chests, but because they work it, and because they have more mannerisms like a guy, they pass a fair percentage of the time, even though they have a huge chest. So if they can do it, so can you. Not me, because I look too femme. I'm hoping that when I get my hair cut it'll go better. But I think it's because I look really femmy, and because I'm so queer, I don't really care that my mannerisms are more on the feminine side of things. I don't want to say feminine side of things, they're more on the flamboyant side of things, and the anxious side of things. I don't really think they're all that gendered, except for when I put my hands, like, here, because it makes me really hippie. So that's gendered, but I don't think a lot of the other stuff is. But not the point. One thing I want to say before I get into what I've noticed, I don't understand why people do the fake facial hair thing. I have only seen a few cases where it worked, and two things about it. One, it was mostly on guys of color. For some reason, they can pull it off better than us pasty folk. Don't know why. And I'm glad for them, more power to them. The only other case that I've seen a pasty person pull it off is Specify Parameters. He has tattooed eyebrows, and so he uses eyebrow powder to thicken up his brows a bit. And in his videos, they look super fab, so good for him. I'm excited for that. On a side note, I cannot make my eyebrows any more masculine than this, because if I try to, like, straighten them out at all, I get so neurotic because they start growing in, like, one at a time. You know how it works. And I just get so neurotic I have to pluck them. So that's just me. As a side note, to show you how neurotic I really am. But yes, I have seen very few cases where the fake facial hair actually works. But aside from that, what I was going to say is how I see men being different from women. A lot of it is in how you hold yourself. I've noticed that guys tend to stand more weight balanced, whereas girls tend to do this kind of thing, like the why aren't you, taking out the trash kind of deal. But I've noticed that guys stand more weight balanced. Also, they tend to stand with their feet pretty much straight, whereas at least I do. I turn my feet out, and I think it's because I did dance for 8.5 years. So, if you have that kind of background, you might want to look out for that too. I don't think a lot of people are going to notice it, but it affects how you stand and your balance and stuff. A lot of the stuff that I've noticed is me versus guys, so I don't know if it's me being a female-bodied person being raised as a girl, or me as a dancer, because that affects a lot of movement stuff. Because of that, I don't go upstairs flat-footed. I go upstairs on the balls of my feet, and guys don't do that. I've never seen a guy do that. Unless he was in heels, and then he's not really the person I'm going to for passing tips. But I go on the balls of my feet instead of flat, and I notice that guys don't use their separate parts of their feet, they just step is one motion, whereas I notice a lot of girls do the toe heel thing when going up steps. Walking is different, and I don't know how to tell you to fix it. because I can't fix it. I have the gay swish, and I can't get rid of it. So I do the gay swish hip walk thing, which is really aggravating when I'm, like, not trying to. So, yeah. Oh, arms. I'm neurotic, so I have to always be doing something with my arms. They're usually here, if not they're here, or they're in my pockets, but they're not in my pockets the normal way, they're in my pockets like this, which isn't a really good thing because it emphasizes my thighs, which makes me look more girly. But I noticed that guys, when they stand, their arms are either just down, or they're in their pockets, and when they're in their pockets, these pants are too tight. They're like this with the thumbs out. They're like the opposite of how I stand. Or they're in the front of their hoodie. Notice that. Also, walking pace. It might just be because I'm short, but guys tend to walk slower but have longer strides, whereas girls tend to walk faster with shorter strides. That might just be me though, so I don't know. Oh, guys don't cock their head either. I usually stand something like this, and when I take pictures, my head's always to the side, and I think that's because I sleep that way, like I sleep like this, so I was kind of sexy actually, cool. But that's how I sleep, so that's how my head naturally tilts, and I've never seen a guy do that. Actually, I picked that up from watching YouTube videos. All the guys I watch, their heads are relatively still through the whole video, which is completely the opposite of me. But I think that's just because I'm an anxious personality and I have to keep fidgeting, and moving my head is part of that, so I don't know. But everyone else's tips were really rad, so go to them first. I guess that's why I'm Friday, huh? But, another thing that I don't think you should do, trying to lower your voice when you have a femi voice like I do, just makes you sound funny. There's a guy who is naturally transitioning. I should know his screen name. I'm so bad at this game. I will put it in an annotation right there. But he has a video, maybe two, on how to keep your morning groggy voice all day, so your voice will be lower. And I'll put his screen name up there, and then you can go to his page and look at it. But if you want to lower your voice, that's the way I would say to do it, instead of just trying to force your voice lower, because that usually just makes you sound funny, from what I've seen. Video is about 8 minutes long, so I guess I'll shut up now. Hope your guys' Friday is going well, hope you guys are having a good weekend, and I guess I'll see you later.